Live from Sin City, it's the Socks and Pinstripes Podcast. And now, here's the star of the show, Giant Dr. Griffin!
This is Diet Dr. Griffin, back with another episode of the Socks and Pinstripes Podcast. Happy 2026. Sorry we didn't get an episode to you guys last week. I didn't really find out Shane was going out of town until it was too late to tell anybody.
And it was all my fault, so don't worry about it.
No, it was partly my fault for not thinking about it too. But by the time I knew about it, it was like, oh well, we'll just have to wait till next week. And
yeah, I got my grandma. I got my listeners don't know I'm adopted Italian, and I got my great grandmother's red sauce recipe this Christmas, so it's all been worth it.
So you got a recipe as a gift?
I mean, I asked for it. It wasn't necessarily a gift. It was just my grandmother, who was adopted into an Italian family as a child, had her mother's red sauce recipe, which is absolutely phenomenal. So
I guess over the holidays it made me think of so you got a recipe as a Christmas gift was what my brain was thinking.
Yeah.
You said that, but maybe
I gave my grandmother, who is adopted, a gift. She gave me a gift, and then I asked her for her mother's recipe. But my grandmother is Irish, and my great grandmother is super Italian, because my grandmother is adopted and my great grandmother is Italian. So that's the story.
All right. That was an interesting little Christmas holiday note there. And
it's so good, by the way. It's like miles beyond anything I've ever had. So
I wouldn't doubt that.
Yeah.
And let's just get with the Christmas gift that I kind of feel bad, but I don't feel bad at the same time. Is Jeff McNeil getting traded to the Athletics?
Nice.
He's basically just getting salary dumped. Yeah, it's like he's got like 1 year, $15-something million on his deal, and the Mets are paying like $5 million to help out the deal, and they're basically just getting this like random 18-year-old pitcher. So it's clearly just a salary dump.
Classic.
Yeah.
Speaking of Christmas gifts, Griffin, how'd you like your Christmas gift?
I like it very much. For those who don't know, Shane got me a Christmas gift, and I got Shane a Christmas gift that apparently never arrived because the post office goofed it up or something, I guess.
It probably got delivered to the apartment across the way.
Oh man!
But yeah, it never got here. So
I had a package last year that was supposed to have been sent for me for Christmas, and it said it was delivered, and then I ended up getting it like 3 months later.
Yeah, I hope that's the case. Honestly,
I really hope that is too, because
I'm assuming that the person that got it is like, what is this? But I don't know. So maybe
they got a batch of my pretzels. I don't know if those would stay good for 3 months, but.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they eat them and enjoy them, I guess. So
yeah. Yeah.
Although I would have rather eaten them and enjoyed them.
Yeah, well, maybe when you come out to Vegas, I'll have to make a special batch because of Mail Carrier Blues.
That sounds pretty great. So.
All right. Okay. Let's get back to actual baseball here. We have talked a little.
I mean, pretzels exist in baseball parks, so I feel like
they do.
Yeah.
That's usually
adjacent.
They do. That's one of my preferred culinary dishes that I get at baseball games.
Yeah. Okay. I'm a hot dog man myself, but
I'm sure some places combine the two.
Oh yeah, pretzel bread with a hot dog. That sounds delicious.
Yes. Someone who got a nice little Christmas gift, delicious Christmas gift, I would say, is Tyler Soderstrom of the Athletics. He got a 7-year, $86 million contract extension.
To play on the Athletics?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so they're actually going to start trying.
Well, I mean, they did sign Lawrence Butler to an extension last year, as well. And I
Yeah.
think they signed Rooker to a
Yeah.
few more years as well.
All right. Next up is Bangaliers, so they better sign him to an extension, and then they might actually win something.
They got some good pieces over there, at least in the infield anyway.
You only need to be
Outfield
like
too.
kind of good to win the AL West. So
Yeah, that lineup is going to be interesting to see what they do next year.
yeah,
Because I mean, they were pretty good last year, and then you got Nick Kurtz coming back, hopefully to try to repeat what he did this year.
even if
And
he doesn't, I think they have more there to mitigate
yeah,
him having to have a great year. So
yeah, he may not duplicate the 40 home runs that he got this year, but he
yeah,
might have like
but
30 and be fine.
he shouldn't need to. Yeah, if he just does 30, that's probably great. So
All right. Well, the AL West was kind of busy here because the Angels, in their wisdom, they're grabbing Kirby Yates to a 1-year deal.
Kirby, where did he came from? Where the
I
Dodgers,
think he
right?
was the Dodgers last year.
Yeah.
He had a
Okay.
great year with the Texas Rangers a couple years ago, and then the
Well,
Dodgers didn't do anything, and then
he was part of the World Series team, if memory serves.
was he or was he the year after?
No, I think he was. I think Kirby Yates was like him and Leclerc were the closers.
I thought the Rangers didn't have a closer that year.
Well, Leclerc and Yates were like they went back and forth between the two, and they figured it out to win the World Series. I think so.
No, I know. Rangers won in 2023, right? Because
Uh,
Yates was on the Braves in 2023.
yeah.
He
Okay.
was with
Yeah.
the Rangers in 2024.
Oh yeah. Well,
Scratch that off, I guess.
yeah. They won 4-1. Yeah, I guess he was on the Rangers. Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't have any Rangers news to segue into, but the Astro, the one team I don't have a note for, it looks like here. The Astros went out and got Tetsuya Imai from Japan to be on their rotation. And the terms of this deal surprised me a bit because they were talking like I heard multiple times people would say Imai would get an over $100 million contract.
hmm
And he ended up settling for 3 years, 54 with opt-outs after each year.
Hmm.
And there are apparently innings. If he hits like a certain number of innings, he's apparently supposed to be able to get an additional $3 million per year.
So they want to see if he can prove it in America,
Yeah, they don't
basically.
seem
Yeah.
convinced yet.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that's pretty obvious by that contract.
yeah,
I mean,
uh,
that's a super team friendly contract. So
I don't know. It's not really for usually player options are more beneficial to the player because the player's healthy and they pitch well, they can just opt out and try to get a bigger deal, which is what I'm sure Imai's plan is. Or if they have some
yeah.
kind of injury, they can just opt into the contract and get paid another year while they recover.
Yeah, I guess you're right. That's what I meant by that.
Or
Yeah.
if they suck, you're stuck with them for 3 years.
Yeah.
Which I hope I'm not saying is the case, but
hmm
sometimes things happen. I think Imai is pretty good, but you never know. I mean, there's a guy that the Yankees spent years of money on, Kei Agawa. He was like when Red Sox got Daisuke Matsuzaka, then ended up basically taking him down into the minors for like his entire contract.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah. So no one's going to be as good as Ichiro. So
No, and finally you segued me to the Mariners here because former Red Sox Rob Refsnyder has signed with the Mariners for 1 year, $6.5 million.
all right, Reffy.
Yeah,
We'll take it.
Ref's he was basically a left-handed platoon bat in Boston, and he consistently hit over 300 against lefties, so that kept him on the team. He was a good clubhouse guy, so happy that he's getting it.
We love clubhouse guys. That's our jam. So are you
And
not
there,
that good at hitting? Great. Perry Hill will make you great at fielding and just be a clubhouse guy and we'll keep you forever. So
Did you watch that show Jack Reacher? Or I guess the show is Reacher on Amazon?
No, that was the one with what's his name from The Office?
I don't know who's on, I never watched The Office. I don't know. I don't think the
It
guy
was the guy.
from
I'm pretty sure it was the guy from The Office, John Krasinski, right?
no. I think you're thinking something else because this is like this guy who plays Reacher is jacked to the
Yeah,
gills.
but John Krasinski got Jack to play Reacher.
Not Alan Richard and jacked. I'm Richards. I know I'm getting his name wrong.
Oh yeah, no, you're
I'm gonna
right.
have,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
it's the
Google
guy
that
who
guy.
did Play Date or whatever that new movie is. So
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
there was a whole reference where the character is going from like hotel to hotel, and they always use fake names and stuff. And when the name he used was Rob Refschneider for this season,
Okay.
which like
Jack Ryan was the one John Krasinski
yeah,
was
okay,
the yeah.
that makes more
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
A different literary character, but yeah, they made a note about him checking in as Rob Refschneider, and like the cop who's there in New England is like got this big old Boston accent talking about Rob Refschneider and the Red Sox.
Is it a wicked good time or what? So
Oh God, yeah, that accent was horrible that she was doing the entire season there.
yeah. I think she probably got caught in a couple of raft snappers. So
Well, somebody who got caught there was Zach Eflin, who is basically back with the Orioles on a 1 year contract for $10 million. And
Okay.
this brings me into one of my New Year's resolutions because the Baltimore Orioles need to resolve to sign a real starting pitcher.
Yeah, I mean, I've been saying this for what, the year and a half we've been doing this podcast. So just anyone would be great because that's all you really need. So
I mean, I've heard rumblings possibly about Framber Valdez, which would fit,
that would be awesome. That would
and
immediately
that's the
make them
kind
a
of signing they
contender,
should make.
I think.
Make that
Yeah,
sign.
yeah. That would, I mean, if they did that and then went out and got a power righty too, I mean, that would be 1, 2, and like insert three because they love to do the, just random guys hoping they'll be great philosophy. But they have the offense. If they had like any sort of semblance of anything regarding defense in the pitching category, they would be a fantastic team. They would be running it back like the Dodgers are.
They do need Adley Rutschman to get back to the way he used to be, though. Like that's
Yeah,
something they need as well. Because
yeah, for
he
sure.
was
Yeah,
like the linchpin that got that team to be really good too. Like once he
yeah.
showed up, and then it took it to the next level for them.
There can only be one good switch hitting catcher at a time, though. There can only be one, and it was Cal Raleigh this year. So
Well, I mean, they can be two. They can expand.
I mean,
You
there can only be one, and then we'll give it to the prettiest. We'll give the MVP to the prettiest looking person. So
know. Well, somebody who is sitting pretty in, I guess that's a really bad transition.
no, that was
Ryan
great.
O'Hearn. Ryan
Support that.
O'Hearn signed a 2 year, $29 million deal with the Pirates.
Really?
That's right. The Pirates finally signed a player to a contract longer than 1 year.
You think
Nearly
they're
a
actually
decade
trying now
later.
that yeah, you think they're actually trying now that they have Paul Skeens?
Well, that's my other New Year's resolution, or one of them anyway. It's like we've talked about this, but we haven't actually shown each other the rundown at all. I have
Yeah,
no
yeah.
idea where I'm going with this, but the
Nope.
Pirates, yes, resolve to actually do something this year with the talent that you got. You got Bubba Chandler coming up. You got Jared Jones hopefully coming back from his injuries, and with Paul Skeens as well.
Yeah.
Do
All
something.
right. Yeah.
Giant
Dude,
another bat.
Bubba Chandler is almost as good of a name as Mookie Betts, so I support that.
I support that as well. Bubba Gump Chandler. Hope that's his actual name.
It's not, but one can dream. So
Yes. And one person who is dreaming, and his dream may or may not be a nightmare. Munetaka Murakami signed. And where do you think he signed?
oh crap, man, I knew this. Tell me, because I
He signed
forgot.
with the White Sox.
Yes, that's right. I thought, yeah,
He
I knew it
signed
was
with the
like a
White Sox
terrible team.
for
I was gonna say the
2 years,
Rockies, but
$34 million, which is a lot less than what people were projecting. As with I
okay.
think people were not really sold on him just yet. He had a lot of concerns about striking out, and even though he's got this elite level power, like Kyle Schwarber like level of power, they really think it could be boom or bust.
Hmm. Interesting.
I suspect that with both of these guys, they got deals that were probably longer in years with a lower average annual value, and
Okay.
each of them seem to be opting for the shorter contracts to try to get their value up. And Munetaka is only 25. He's really young.
Hmm.
So even if he gets 2 years, and I don't think he has an opt out in his contract, I think even with 2 years, he can still like be in his prime as a free agent.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm curious about where Okamoto is going, but we don't know yet where he is, and he still has like a day and a half to sign a deal. So we're
Yeah,
gonna
that's
know
coming
pretty
up
soon.
on Saturday, right? Or
Sunday.
right tomorrow?
It's Sunday.
Sunday. Okay.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
recording on January 2nd, which is Friday night.
Yeah. 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 I knew it was Saturday or Sunday. I knew it was like an S day. So.
Yeah, it's January 4th, so that's
Yeah.
Sunday.
Okay. Yeah.
I believe at 5 p.m. So maybe by the time you've getting to listen to this episode next week, you'll probably already know the answer to who is Okamoto going to sign with.
Yeah. Again, it might be no one, so you might just wait. Given that,
I don't get the feeling Okamoto is gonna have the same problem with this contract that the other two guys are. Okamoto's
oh, okay, that's interesting because that's what I would have thought would be the reason why, if I was Okamoto, I would wait another year
no
because
Okamoto's
everyone's been getting snubbed basically. So,
Okamoto's gonna be 30 next year. So
okay,
he's more of a established hitter. He's more of an average. He's like the lower floor, I'm sorry, a higher floor guy, lower ceiling in terms of how he graded out, and like whereas Munetaka has a much lower floor but a much higher ceiling.
gotcha.
Yeah. All right, so we got the Red Sox. They are trading around for players. They grabbed another Cardinals player, Wilson Contreras.
Mm, good for them. That guy is a great player, great catcher. So,
I don't know if he's going to catch or play first base though. Like he played first base all last year with the Cardinals.
mm.
So I don't know what the plan is for him yet.
Well, either way, he'd be better than a Sox option right now. So,
Yeah, I mean Tristan Casas is I'm not sure where his status is going to be for next year. They might just
yeah.
want to have him DH for a little bit if he was coming off of that really bad knee injury, even if he is
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah. Yeah, and he was not as good as Contreras.
No, no,
Yeah.
he wasn't. Unfortunately, he's had like a good month or two, and then just hasn't really done much since. It really inconsistent.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's, either wherever the Sox decide to play him, he'll be better than what they have now. So that's a great trade if you're the Sox. So,
Yeah, weren't they? I could have sworn that they had a trade deal or proposed trade deal with the Mariners last year that would have sent Yoshida and Casas to the Mariners
they
for one of
did,
your
yeah.
pitchers. I don't remember who the other pitcher was that they were trying to get, but it would have been something like that.
Yeah, that was probably for the best. We didn't trade that guy. So
Yeah. Speaking of the guys who may get traded during the middle of the season, Pete Fairbanks signed a 1-year, $13 million deal to be the Marlins closer.
oh man, and I thought you said Mariners closer when we were talking about this
Yeah,
off the
I
air.
texted Shane that, and oh, it would
And
have been great if he
that
was.
guy is my favorite post game interview by far. It's so good. Everything he has to say is fantastic. So
He looks like the actor William Atherton, the guy who played what was it, Dick Thorpe or something like that in the Die Hard movie. Dick Thornton. He was
okay.
like the annoying reporter guy with the short like carrot hair, and
Oh, nice.
he was also the villainous character in Ghostbusters too. I forget the name of the guy he played, but he was the nemesis of the Ghostbusters.
Okay.
So he's just that mean kind of annoying character.
Yeah, it's the best post game interview though from a
Yeah,
closer you
yeah,
can
he's
possibly
good.
get.
He's good.
Hey Pete,
So
you gave up a 2-run home run. What were you trying to do with that pitch? Well, obviously, I was trying to blow his doors off. I mean, I wasn't trying to throw it there. I mean, why would I try to give up a home run? I was trying to blow his doors off. Didn't work out. So,
well, do you want to start with some? Do you have some New Year's resolutions besides the ones I talked about earlier?
oh yeah, my New Year's resolution is to see a Colorado Rockies game this next year. That's my one that I'm gonna stick to. I think I'm gonna go out and see my aunt in June. And I think it's really gonna happen this year. And so I'm putting that out into the universe. So
I definitely want to go to Colorado someday myself. I don't know if it's going to be in the cards this year or not.
yeah.
I think I'm planning on going to see the Phillies in Philadelphia this year. I think that's going to
Oh,
be.
that would be pretty cool. Yeah.
I believe it's the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence being signed this year.
Yeah, because of the
I
Postal
believe they're getting the
Service
All
and the
Star
Arm.
game.
Yeah, the Postal Service and the Armed Services just had their 250. So, and the Independence came the year after, so that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. For some reason, I think when I went to DC, they had like they're making a big deal out of 250 down there too. They were like getting all
It's
the
the
renovations done.
250 years of the Armed Services was there. Well, then also you got the Postal Services in DC too. So,
Well, I remember them like making having a lot of construction going on by like the Abraham Lincoln Memorial. They had the
I mean, Trump's
monument.
probably building his arc, the Trump arc or whatever he's doing. So that's also happening. We have no money, but we have a lot of money to build a bunch of stuff. So figure
You
that one
know
out.
who claims to have no money but may have a lot of money? Hal Steinbrenner.
Hmm.
My New Year's resolution for you, Hal, is say less. Just shut your mouth. Like every time you say something, it's just woe is me. The Yankees are so poor. We have no money, and we got to pay Trent Grisham.
Yeah. I mean, he's
They're,
owed a lot of money, so
we got to trade Chad Chisholm because we got Trent Grisham on the roster.
where are they trading Jazz to?
I don't know. I'm trying to be a bad New York sports
Yeah,
commentator
that was
guy.
more
I don't have a good
Boston.
New
You had
York
more of a
accent.
Boston accent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know what a good New York accent sounds
Got to be more
like.
like coffee and forceful, like a lot of O's in your shit. So
There is no O in that word, Shane.
I'm sorry. I got really into character and then I realized what was happening and it was too late to stop myself. I apologize.
It's okay. It's okay. What I was saying, New Year's resolutions, I was more thinking about like what teams should do. I'll get another one. The
Okay.
Astros. please
Mm-hmm.
find a way to keep Isak Paredes and move somebody in that infield.
Okay.
There's like not enough places to play Paredes right now. You got Correa and that really good shortstop. I'm blanking on his name right now. Jeremy Pena.
Yeah,
You got
Pena. Yeah.
him, and then on the other side of the infield, you got Christian Walker. You got the Dubon guy, right? He's still
Yeah,
there.
Mauricio's been pretty great, honestly. So
And then where are you going to be playing little buzzer boy? You're going to play him in the outfield. You'll play him at second. Like there's just not enough room for him to be there
hmm
because you have to basically DH Alvarez half the time to keep him from falling apart.
Yeah, that's true. You might even be able to get some money for little buzzer boy too if you traded him. So
I
that
don't
might
know,
be a
man.
great idea.
He signed a 5-year, $125 million extension a couple years ago.
That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's going to basically die an Astro is basically
Hmm.
what that deal was gonna say. So they're never
Well,
gonna get rid of him.
he got him 2 rings, so he did his job. So
Yes, the little buzzer boy who may not have ever been involved with the little buzzer boy stuff.
I'll swing my bat for you, ba ra ba ba bum. I'll
All right.
hit home runs for you, ba ra ba ba bum.
Well, Paredes does hit home runs, man. That Crawford box is like designed just for him.
Yeah, or him and a lot of other uh, lefty, not lefty bats, righty bats as well. So
Yeah, he just consistently pulls the his bat into that area and it does wonders.
yeah,
Now,
yeah. I
the
mean, his
Cow-
stats look great if you yeah you take that into account as a pull hitter. So
yeah. Oh, well, one team, my final New Year's resolution, the Chicago Cubs need to stop acting like the St. Louis Cardinals.
how so?
Well, the Cardinals are basically giving up half of their team to the Red Sox right now.
Hmm. That's
Prospects,
actually
so
going to be pretty great. So for the Red Sox, anyway.
yeah, I mean, the Bloom is the guy who's making the deals here with the Cardinals, and he knows a good chunk of the Red Sox organization and their turn of their farm because he was there for a number of years, and many of those guys were guys that he drafted and scouted.
Hmm.
But yeah, the Cubs just need to like get on the horn and spend some money with somebody. But I don't think
Yeah,
they're gonna
I
do
think
that.
so. I think so too, and I also agree with you. They're not going to do that, and I think they're going to take a step back from what they did last year, this year. So,
Yeah, I mean they tried to get Shota off the books, but Shota didn't. I mean, they could have just had him for 3 years and like 54, something similar to what Imai signed for, but
hmm
instead they like cut his option and then they ended up getting stuck with him in a qualifying offer, just like the
yeah,
Yankees did. So
yeah,
I don't know what their game plan is. I don't even think they have a closer. I think they might be like one and done unless they make some big move like maybe keeping Kyle Tucker.
yeah. We'll see. I mean, they should keep Tucker, but Tucker would be wise to go somewhere else. I think this year to try to win. If his goal is to win a World Series, if his goal is to make a bunch of money, then maybe try to stay on the Mets or someone with a bunch of money. So.
I'm really curious to see where Kyle Tucker's market develops into because I don't know who else would be signing him unless the Dodgers just want to come out left field and just blow the doors off of the league.
Isn't he he's a Boris client, right?
No, I don't think Tucker is.
Yeah, okay. We'll take him on
He's
the
just
Mariners, honestly.
yeah,
So
I don't think he's not a Boris Klein. I think he's just the top bat on the market and is kind of just feeling things out.
yeah, all right. Good for him.
I
So
don't think anybody's going to be out on him just yet.
I think the Mariners are gonna be the biggest contender he can come play for. So and he can beat the Astros who let him go. So
Hey, that would
Kyle, we've already had a great Kyle on the Mariners. You could be the next great Kyle on the Mariners. So
should I know? Should I know who the last great Kyle was?
Yeah, he's the third baseman.
Kyle Seager.
Yeah, and his brother's Corey on the Rangers, who's a
Ah, yeah.
shortstop. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes.
He's the great Mariners Kyle. That's our Kyle. So
I can't top. I can't top that. Do you have anything else you want to add to the show today, Shane?
yeah, Xavier Natty somehow won a World Series ring with the 2009 Yankees, despite only appearing in 7 games for them that season.
I think if you just even appear in like one game for them, you would be eligible to get a ring.
Now, you don't even have to be on the team. I mean, Bangaliers was a minor league prospect, and he got a ring for the Braves. So,
Well, I mean, they can give you a ring if you want, but it doesn't count as a ring unless you're actually on the roster.
hmm,
I
maybe
mean,
they
like
put him
you
on the
can buy a
roster.
ring for anybody on the team if you want, but
Yeah, that must have been what happened for that. But still, he's got one. So,
yeah,
uh,
can he can wear that ring and try to make the A's kiss the ring and give me the money.
they might actually. I mean, it seems like they're building a team around that young core. So that might actually happen. He might earn his own. So,
Well, they still got like they still got Wilson or Jacob
yeah,
Wilson. I'm
they
thinking
got a
the
lot of
other.
things they need to do for sure. But
They got
you
him
know,
and they got
it,
Kurtz. They gotta get
they're
Kurtz.
moving in the right direction. So.
It does seem that way, although I think they need a lot of help in the pitching staff. I think that's really like the one area they're really
Yeah, and they
down.
got rid of Mason Miller, which seemed like if you were gonna do something, you would have hold on to that guy. So,
Well, from what I've heard, the Padres gave up like a really, really top end prospect to get him, like one of the top
oh,
prospects in all of baseball to get Mason Miller.
well, we'll see what happens next year. We'll see if
I
he
think
actually is a top prospect. So,
I think his name is Leo DeVrives, and I don't think he's ready yet. Like I think he's a very young guy. I'm not sure how to spell his name, so I can't look it up right
okay,
now.
yeah,
But we'll
yeah,
come
I
back
guess.
maybe.
What position does he play?
I believe he's a shortstop.
Oh, they need one of those, so that'd be great.
Well, I mean, like everybody gets drafted as like a shortstop, I think.
Yeah, that checks out.
All right,
That's generally the best player on the team when you're young. So,
and on that note, we'll call it an episode here. So we'll see you guys next week.
I know.